Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share a layout that I created using my May 2020 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. Now this kit was based on that My Mind's Eye kit. Oh, don't make me lie to you right now. I don't have it on the top of my tongue and I don't have the kit right in front of me to tell you. Anyway, I had started this layout and I thought I hit the record button and obviously I did not. So I have my background paper down, I have some washi strips down, I have the two tags over top of the photos, and I have a border strip down, a journal spot down. So I have things started, and I'm following a sketch that I found on Pinterest, and it's over on my Pinterest board if you're interested. I do have Pinterest, and it is the same name as my YouTube channel. So here I am, and that banner down at the bottom that says Hooray is actually my title. And it's basically a hooray for finishing school, right? Anytime you get a diploma, it's a fabulous thing. Excuse me. And right now, with the COVID-19 and everybody, a lot of seniors, whether they be in high school or undergrad or grad school, or even at a higher level, at a doctoral level, not being able to graduate and walk the stage to get their diploma, that's a big deal for a lot of people. For me, it wasn't a big deal. I skipped out on walking the stage. I really didn't care. This piece of paper in my hands, that was my ultimate goal. So yeah. So I have pulled what I think I want to be the title, and then I change my mind. So I pull it off. And I'm going to look around. I have this stack of books. It's a sticker with a stack of books. It's got a very faint title on there that says write your story. And I guess you could write it on the ends of those books, but yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I like the look of the book stacked. And so I'm going to use that up there as an embellishment piece on the top. And I'm just going to leave Hooray as my title down at the bottom. I really wish I had popped that up on some dimensional adhesive, but oh well, live and learn. These photos are done. They're going in the album, so yeah. I'm going through, and something is making me unhappy about this layout, and I don't know quite what it is. It isn't an L shape, but it's a backwards L shape, and I think that may be part of what is upsetting me with this layout. Not upsetting me, but making me feel like it's not my favorite layout, and because it's a backwards L, and I get a little bit persnickety about things, and it's not worrisome, but it makes me think about the layout when I walk away from it. And I've thought about it for several days since I've made this layout, that something does not feel right. Even though it's a finished layout and it's ready to be put into an album, I still think about what could I do differently, what could I change? But I'm not going to. That's the difference between, my mania in thinking about it and actually doing something about it. I was finally able, I think this is my third layout, and I finally pulled one of those flare off to use. And it's the one that says celebrate on it. And I know that some people have no desire to go on and finish school and would rather, celebrate other things in life. And I get it. My husband and my mother have tried to convince me to go back to school for my doctorate. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I'm done. At my age, learning is hard. I can learn little things, but the information, if I don't continue to use the little things, then it's gone, and it gets harder and harder as you get older to get that brain that's in your head, that sponge that's up there to start being spongy again and not be as solidified. So here I'm taking some washi tape. I had nearly covered up the other washi tape that I had down there, and I wanted to be able to see it peeking out. So I added the other strip, but I added it in the opposite direction. So if you catch a hint of the other, it almost looks like this is an arrow going across there. It's not 100% perfect, but it's okay. I like how it turned out, and it gives a base for that arrow that I placed down there at the bottom. And I'm going to go through here and see if there's anything else on these washi strips that I want to use. And you can see I'm using quite a few of them up, and that makes me really happy. I enjoy doing that, getting the supplies that I add into my kits used up. And there I've decided, you know, I need some place to stick that sticker that I made it into, from a die cut to a sticker. And then I pull out this old glimmer mist, and this is a Tattered Angels glimmer mist, and it is old, y'all. It is like one of the first glimmer mists that I got, and it was as a giveaway because mixed media has never really been my thing. And so I've never really collected a lot. I've collected a few here and there, but for the most part, I think my sister has given me most of the ones that I have. And I will use them eventually. And doing things like this is super exciting for me because I don't do it very often. So it feels like a big step for me. And so here I am. I couldn't get it to shake and splatter off the tube, and I tried everything. So I'm just going to dot it down around there. It almost looks like leopard spots right now. And once it's dry, it looks fine. But in the process, when the drops are still wet, it kind of looks like leopard spots, or maybe the measles. I don't know. But I do like how it turned out in the end. And I continue to try and get some smaller splatters around those larger ones. And in person, you can see it, but on the video, you can't see it as well. I do get some down there. And so I'm still not done. I'm really considering, at this point, I'm considering what I want to journal and where I want to journal it. I thought about adding it up at the top where that tag is and moving the flare, but then I opt not to. Once I put the flare down and put the star down, I feel like that tag on the right side, it just stops too much. It's too straight of a line up there. And so I wanted to have a softer line, so I add the floral cluster at the top, and that makes me feel better. It would be almost like having a doily up there and having that half circle. That's kind of what when I put the star down, that's how it made it feel. It made it feel more like a half circle at the top. And so I'm adding down these gold foiled cork stars. And those I've had in my stash for a long time, and I'm glad to finally use up the last little bit of those. I don't mind having embellishments like that I can hold on to for a long time, because when you find the right layout, they tend to work the best. I'm deciding what I want to do next and how I want to do it. Do I want to add my finishing touches? Do I want to do my journaling? Which direction am I going to go? So I dig through my embellishments, and I'm looking, and I'm pulling in my enamel dots, and all of those are from Freckled Fawn, and I'm going to add some down in different locations in what I consider my 3 embellishment clusters. At the top where the tags are, on the top right, and then on the bottom right under the photos, and then to the bottom left where I have the journal spot, as well as the pen and quill and another star over there. And I don't know if I've shown it on here, but I have added in some little brads to either side of the banner. Maybe I haven't done it yet on the video because there were gold foiling dots on either side to look like it was holding it down. But I went ahead and added a couple of brads. I have that little brad pack there, you can see over to the right upper corner, and that is a conglomeration of photo anchors and brads that I've had for years. And as I finish up other packs and I have just a little bit left, then I inadvertently put them in there. Yeah. So I need to lift that quill up so that I can add down my lines for journaling. And that's just one of those stencils that I picked up at, I want to say off of Amazon. And it's made for your planner. but I've used it several times in scrapbooking, and I love the effect that it gives. And so that slips right back on there. And, you know, as I go through and I watch this whole process, I do love how this layout came together. It's not my favorite of all the layouts I've ever created, but I do like how it came together. Now I'm looking through because I know I want to put something at the top, a little chipboard piece there at the top. And I had seen one earlier that I couldn't remember which one, which chipboard sheet it came from. But it's actually one that says choose to be happy. And that's a big thing when you finish school and you're kind of directionless for a little while until you figure out what job you want to do. You just need to choose to be happy regardless. Be happy with your accomplishments. That's a big thing. And so here I'm just going to write that journaling out. I did pick up my gray Sharpie to write the journaling because I had done the lines in the black. So it works out a little bit. It doesn't all tend, the lines don't tend to blend in with the journaling as much. So I'm really glad that this layout is done. I know I've said that multiple times, but this event is done in my life. I'm so glad to say that I am out of school. And for those of you who are still in school, good luck. I hope everything works out well, and I hope you are able to finish. And if you're graduating soon, I hope it doesn't affect you too much if you can't do the walk. Remember, it's not about the walk. It's about your accomplishment in general. So be proud of yourself, even if you don't get to walk across the stage. And there on that bottom book, I just wrote the date, August 2014. So here is my photo of the layout close up. I just want to say thanks, guys, for sticking around and watching my video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.